Hey everyone, my name is Nathan Payne. Welcome back to another episode of Blu Ocean Crypto. So today I've got a bit of a controversial video for you guys. It's what's on everybody's mind right now when it comes to Heroes of Mavia. And it all comes down to one word: WEN. WEN LAN integration, WEN alliance wars, WEN in-game tournaments and events. The list goes on, right? A lot of people right now have been having a blast playing the game, but we're all getting a little impatient. So I want to take today's video to go through the roadmap that they had released back in February's update, to kind of talk about that, talk about what they've accomplished so far, and really what's going on right now, because I think it is important for everyone to have a lot of understanding when it comes to what Mavia is really trying to accomplish here, because this isn't just some other Web3 project. We're talking about the game that's truly going to bridge Web 2 and Web 3, and all this infrastructure and stuff has been laid down in the background to really set the stage for this to be possible. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. And I'm curious, stay till the end of the video because I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on this.
I want to play.
We know the game started at the end of January, right? That's when it got launched. They had announced their partnership with Kick right before then. They quickly got to 1 million downloads, happened super fast, which is really cool. 2 million. They picked their layer 2 base. I'm just gonna fly through these things because you guys already know it, but I think it'll put it in good context here. Lots of big game updates, lots of fixes, doing things with the boom card AI, which just recently happened. Lots of optimization fixes as well, which just recently happened too. So the team's really been focused on improving that since the release. Also, there's the Ruby Marketplace, which is massive, right? We've already had 2 mints. We had the first skin set as well as land decorations. They also changed their token emission schedule. That was really cool. I've never seen a project do that before. And the Ruby scan thing, I don't think a lot of people fully understand just how big this is. This is super important to absolutely everything that's going on. Even though Ruby is not an on-chain cryptocurrency, it's so important because it really ties to the creation of these NFTs and the economy and the web marketplace, right? So this is something that has to happen before the web marketplace really can take off. So there's been so much more that's happened than just this. But when you kind of condense it down and you realize, well, it's only really been, 5 months. They've hit these key milestones. It seems like 2 or 3 things every single month. Now, if you go back to their February community update, this is really where it has the best information that kind of laid out really what was coming. And I find a lot of people kind of forgot this because it was back in February. There's been a lot of things going on. We're all just grinding our Ruby right now. We're wondering when HQ8 is going to be. We're wondering when this and that. But they already hit number 1, they hit number 2, right? So it was the layer 2 integration, it was the Ruby Marketplace. They're also talking about Mavia holder in-game bonuses. So that has to do with the wallet stuff, and I'm sure that's kind of tied to LAN integration a little bit because it's all the wallet stuff. They talk about alliance wars. This is going to be massive, especially because we're going to be able to compete for Ruby. And it even talks about how guilds are going to be able to compete, which is really interesting. We all know that this is what's really going to kick off esports and streaming. They also talk about in-game tournaments, Ruby and Mavia tournaments. And then under the ongoing, they're mentioning game enhancements, new characters. We've got both of those already. Massive fixes to the crashes and bugs with the devices. This is an intensely graphical game, right? We've got fully 3D rendered models playing on mobile. This has never been done before. Of course, some of the older models, phones were having struggles playing it. They've actually fixed and optimized a lot of that. We've seen 3 new characters already. We've seen lots of balancing changes, bug fixing. We've seen that, boom carts, especially. I don't really know if it's a bug fix. They've tackled tons of other bugs, but that was a change to the AI and the pathing. Then they talk about LAN renting as well. LAN integration is definitely something that I know a lot of us NFT owners are very eager to get to. We haven't had any advantage in game holding our NFTs. However, this is all part of the plan to get everything rolled out for the marketplace and the token and the NFTs and the modifiers on the Ruby rates. So for example, they also released modifiers on Ruby earnings with the HQ and trophy range. Well, we know that the land is going to add on top of that. So it kind of makes sense that they had to do those things first. Now, another thing that's coming is the Pioneer Season 2. We don't know when this is going to be, but I'm really looking forward to this because it's going to be a combination of like social quests. There's going to be ways to get referrals, things that you can do in games. This is really popular in GameFi right now, and I think the timing could be pretty sweet if we see something like this pretty soon. So yeah, okay, I just went through a lot of the main things. We know all these things are important. We know that they've hit a couple key milestones along the way. You know, why does it feel like it's still taking forever? A couple key reasons. All the infrastructure had to be laid in the back end for all this to happen, right? You got to think about the layer 2 had to be, sorted out. Once they had the layer 2 sorted out, then they can move towards the land integration. They had to get the Ruby marketplace out. Now they can move towards the web marketplace. They're really hitting these milestones quite well. It's just, it takes a fair bit of time to get there because a lot of people forget Mavia is doing everything internally. Their marketing, their art, their development is all done internally. Most other game companies, especially even Supercell, outsource a lot of this stuff. It's a huge advantage, in my opinion, when a company does it internally. And these guys really need to knock these things out of the park. And we know that Mavia always over-delivers.
I want to play.
So I am very happy to wait patiently, let them hit these milestones and just enjoy the ride. I hope this video got you guys excited about everything they've accomplished as well. Take a look through their Twitter, go through the announcements, just kind of get refreshed on what's going on. I didn't even talk about any of the DAO proposal stuff. There's been a couple proposals that have been pushed through. People are suggesting new proposals. That's been really cool to see. So right now, I know we're all very eager to see what's next with Mavia. We were told that June and July were going to be pretty impactful months, and there is going to be an event happening in the middle of June. Maybe an AMA or maybe just a live event where we'll be able to talk to some members of Mavia. I'm not too sure on the details of that yet, but they did let us know that something is going to happen. There's also been talks in the community about getting, semi-monthly AMAs or town halls going again, kind of getting the community more involved, getting the communication a little bit more out there, giving us more up to date with what's going on. We understand that things are evolving rapidly and change, and it's hard for the team to always keep us up to speed with what's going on. We're really eager for it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm super stoked to see what's next for Mavia. I think this journey so far has been absolutely amazing to see all the components put into place. We just have to be patient, and it's going to be all well worth it. So smash that like button, and thanks again for being subscribed to the channel. We'll see y'all in the next video. Cheers.